Hello, my name is Mirna Masarra. I will present my demo unit for EDUU 628. My demo unit is for 5 days, one chapter, sorry, for 6 students, 12 or 18. It is content based. Of course, students will talk in Arabic, will discuss this issue in Arabic in foreign language. Um, the topic is the environmental issues in the Levant countries. Skills that will be used in this demo are listening, reading comprehension, speaking, and writing. Objectives of this demo unit. After these 5 days, students will be able to talk and report their findings regarding natural disasters such as earthquakes, drought, fires, and tornadoes. They will be able to debate for what extent individuals and governments are responsible for protecting the environment. At the end of this chapter, students will create a presentation and they have to write an essay to show their understanding, knowledge, and skills, and to suggest solutions for such a situation in the Levant. Since I started talking about the final assignment, I will I will talk about this final assignment. As I said, it will be in two steps. The first step is presentation. Students have the choice to choose any tool to present their presentation, such as Prezi, PowerPoint, or Google Slides. And of course, presentation should be in the foreign language, the second language, which is Levantine dialect or Arabic, if we can say. Uh, Presentation should provide solutions, and of course, I will ask the students to include the presentation with introductory and conclusion videos. What else? Also, of course, this presentation has a specific rubric. I will follow the rubric, and they have to follow this rubric to get their grade. And the second step is, which is the final paper. They have to write a 2 to 3 pages paper in which they will discuss the environmental issues in the Levant countries, causes and results, then provide some solutions that could be beneficial to solve the problem. Again, I will provide them with a rubric to be followed. Um INACOL standards are presented in this demo unit. INACOL standard J, which is the online teacher interacts in a professional, effective manner with colleagues, parents, and other members of the community to support student success. Of course, to implement this standard, uh, I um, I wrote two letters. One of them to one of my colleagues, and the second one is one to one of the teaching institution, educational institution, in case they want to use my demo unit or to reuse it. Uh, I made sure to implement the UDL principles. Uh, these in these two letters to my colleagues or to the educational institution, I used the professional terminology, and I explained in depth the key summative assessment of the course and its UDL design. Um, I also clarified the necessity and the reasons of using different teaching learning tools. What else? I provide also the rubric that will be followed in my in my demo unit. Um, what else? Also, I contacted. I made sure to contact um, the parents of my students. I sent two letters for different families. Uh, explain I explained in details that our course is a project-based instruction, and its goal is to motivate students to gain knowledge and internalize skills for a long time. I also clarified that this project will give students the chance to apply the skills they learn in school uh, to personally relevant and real life situations. Yeah. In addition, sorry, my letters explain that their kids will learn how to think critically, how to solve problems, work in teams, and make presentations. I notified them with the detailed schedule and syllabus of this course, including the key summative, of course, on how students will be evaluated, and I provided them with the rubrics and the schedule. I ask them also to help and support their children by communicating with them and provide additional knowledge if needed. Of course, I implemented UDL principles. Uh, what else? Since our course is one of the environmental problems, I since our course is on the environmental problems, I I'm sorry. I sent two letters to two experts. One of them, Mr. Al Gore, and the second one is to Mr. Eric. I forgot his name. Mr. Eric Solheim. Mr. Eric Solheim is the head of is the executive director of United Nations. So with Mr. Al Gore, of course, I contacted him. I use a professional terminology, and I invited him to conduct a meeting with my students to talk about the environmental issues in the US, and how to prevent uh, environmental problems also, and how to protect the environment. I asked him to be our guest speaker. As for Mr. Eric, I asked him to send us the latest data on environmental issues, regulations, and mandates that face our planet in order to help my student in the unit's topic. As for the INECL Standard K, which is The online teacher arranges media and content to help students and teachers transfer knowledge most effectively in the online environment. In my design, I was able to create and modify engaging content and appropriate assessment. As uh, as I mentioned before, I used videos, I used YouTube segments, I used linked reading. Static, everything to help my student in this learning process. And I made sure to accommodate all different learning style, visual, auditory, and kinesthetic, and also to accommodate all students with and without disabilities. What else? I did my best to implement the UDL principle. At the end, I have three recommendation, if we can say, to improve and to change my I would add it to my demo unit. Uh, the first one uh, is to take advantage of the technology and its tools to meet my students daily, at least for 1 hour after I'm sorry, I'm sick. After posting their reflection in the discussion board. During this synchronous meeting, I can answer their question, they can give feedback to each other, and I can re-guide them to the correct track. Um, since they are learning a foreign language, meeting them daily would be a great opportunity to check their speaking skill, delivery, pronunciation, and fluency. Of course, I will try to use all or take advantage of all tools, available tools that we can use it in this issue. Could be in this demo, like Thread Voice is one of the bestest choices for this mission. Second recommendation, I would add a survey at the end of the demo unit that contains 4 to 5 questions or maybe more about introduction of the materials, the design in general, activities and assignment, and any suggestion that helps me as a designer to improve my design. Last thing I would add to my demo unit is to ask students to search for materials in the target language. Could be video segments, audio passages, reading passages, and links related to the topic and share it with their colleagues. Or I can daily assign 1 or 2 students to find a new material related to the topic, of course in target language, and ask them to prepare it and then share it orally with their colleagues during the daily meeting mentioned in the first point. This is what I can say about my demo unit. I hope that you enjoy it. Thank you very much.